weapons and countermeasures good to go. Have good ends, good highs, good lows, no outliers ready in the back. Here we go. Put attention on. Let's do this. Here we go.
Hey, my name is Walt, and this is the Galaxy's Edge podcast where we're doing Operation Loki, which is Task Force Warlock, or something to that effect. This is episode 6 of our ongoing playtest of the Galaxy's Edge RPG using the Super 6 system. And starting out our team of very motivated mercs, we have this guy being played by Daniel. How are you, sir?
Fantastic. How are you?
Undercaffeinated, but that's always the way.
You can fix that. It's called drinking coffee.
In my official Galaxy's Edge mug, which is coveted by J.R. Handley, author of The Reservist. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I will get one day, even if that means I got to ninja crawl into your house and take it.
That would not be good for you because in my house we have many things with teeth that will very much enjoy you showing up unannounced. And speaking of, we have Archangel doing his best to play Mags on stream. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I got my clickety-clackety math rocks, and I'm ready to go.
Right on. Speaking of the math, we have weaponized math being played by Kale. He's playing Quinn. How are you, sir?
Doing pretty good. And listen, 2 + 2 = boom. That's all I need in life.
Oh my God, that is so going on a T-shirt.
So does 1 + 1 does 1 + 1 = boom boom?
But it's lowercase.
1 = reload.
Yeah, 1 + 1 = reload. And speaking of reloading, we have Bubba playing Moray, our very astute hacker. How are you, sir?
I was hoping that he was going to come in.
Succinct and to the point. That's why
I was hoping he was going to come in and be like, well, you see, I'm not exactly a hacker. I am more of a coder and programmer.
Oh my God.
Resident Garrett.
Actually, according to the terms of the universe that we're currently playing in, I'd be classified as a slicer, not a hacker. So listen here, you no good son of a bitch.
So happy I played this game.
We have Sanoken chiming in and saying good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Does anyone else just constantly want to go Hadoken every time you see his name?
It's a constant struggle not to do it in that style. Being like, hey, showing up and watching us in the stream is Sanoken.
You usually do though.
That reference. What do you mean?
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
I'm playing. I'm joking. Don't hurt me.
You like it, so shut your pie hole.
So to recap from last adventure, you guys had rolled up Murder Barbie and were milking her for intel.
We're going with that. We're going with that.
Single too. Yeah.
So after you gained some intelligence, one of the things that she had been working on was large shipments of unrated equipment to certain locations. One of those locations had gone dark, and the Republic had asked you to kind of look in on it. You landed on an exterior platform for a research facility, made entry. Everything was kind of quiet, and you found some broken open crates. You found some weird vats of goo, but toward the end of the night, under this landing platform, you guys ran a drone, and there was you found the bodies of the missing technicians cocooned and hanging from the bottom, kind of swinging into each other like wind chimes. And moving through the middle of those wind chimes on the drone feed, you guys happened to check out something you really couldn't categorize. It looked like a giant dog with a bifurcating lower jaw and all sorts of cybernetic elements.
Ravager, that was the name.
In addition to a bunch of weapons on its exterior. It was crawling
Savage.
toward the drone when we left off last time. And what are you guys going to do?
Well, it's hard to get that image of a Covenant elite that found a
Hinge head?
Split
sidebar.
lip.
You know,
hinge head.
yeah. Anyways, I'm going to because we had who was it? Kale that was dropping the drone down.
It was you and me, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
it was
think-
you too.
Yeah, no. I ran off when I was told there was a beacon right next to me because I don't do ghosts. Ghosts don't explode.
I have firm recordings on that from last night.
Yeah, we have videographic
Who's gonna
evidence that Kale does not like ghosts.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna
I
turn to
don't do-
Maury and
I
I'm
don't
gonna
do the
be
ghost.
like, so you ready for this? Because I think he knows that we're up here. We need to
Quick,
pull
do some
back
math, Kale.
to those mechs.
Reload
So-
noob tube.
So who's running the mechs?
I can.
JR.
JR
JR
wants to
wanted
steal-
to take my job.
Yeah.
Just with the mechs. I just like the boom boom cannons.
Who? Where are you putting them?
I will wait and see what our fearless leader Gino of the balding head says.
Wow.
That's harsh.
Well, you called me a boomer, so I figured it was fair about fair play.
Where is
the love?
Listen, Macho Man Randy Savage, we need to figure this out right now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah!
So I'm gonna pull back in here. I'm gonna recommend
We
to
need the
Maury
front.
that he pull back as well. JR, if you could position the mech so that they are facing give me that draw face. That way where the thing is out. And
I'm going to
Oh, you guys
post
are gonna
up
roll
on this
20?
console.
yeah.
Yep, you're gonna
What are
post on the
these
console?
he's gonna post
Yeah, like-
post on the console.
All right. A few minutes goes by, and the thing just seems to be kind of like studying the drone. Do you leave the drone hovering there to keep an eye on this thing?
Yeah. I asked Maury if he can poke it with a stick so it comes up and chases the drone.
Yeah, like can the drone shock it or something?
Not that kind of drone.
The drone can hit it.
Can he transmit rude phrases towards it to make it angry?
You're going to use harsh language to try and intimidate the monster.
No. Yeah, I see that happening really well. Let's do that. Call it names.
I mean, it works well for the liberals, right?
What's its
here we
name?
go.
We need to call it by its right name.
So you start like broadcasting through the external speakers on the drone, and its head turns side to side a little bit. Doesn't really give you any problems or difficulties. It just kind of stays in place, and right as the drone kind of like hover shifts a little bit and kind of repositions itself, the lower jaw on that thing opens up, and what looks like a stream of like mucus comes out and connects the drone to the animal. The drone starts whirring. You can hear the engines struggling to keep up, and then the mucus just like releases and then snaps back into his mouth.
Do
So
we all
did it,
have
like,
video
lick
footage
it?
of this?
It
I-
just turned
I-
into a graboid.
I'm gonna
Did it
try-
lick it or did it bite it?
You just saw it in the drone feed. It looked like almost like a giant strand of mucus shot out.
Yummy.
Hit the drone. The drone kind of struggled against it, and then the mucus thing released, and then it was kind of like sucked back into the creature's mouth.
All right.
You had that kid nobody
Yeah,
The
liked. who
drone
was
is
at-
still flying.
yeah,
Go
the
ahead,
drone is
Walt.
still
Go ahead, Walt. Give us that description you were about to do. I know
yeah,
you want
that
to.
kid, that kid that would bully other kids, and he would dribble a little spit down and then suck it back in. That's kind of the impression it gave you when it shot that out.
That
the
robot
drone,
cat dog looks like an asshole.
The drone itself, it's really hard to look at the feed now because the lens on this thing is just covered in grime and like muck.
Bring it up
Whatever.
and wipe off the camera.
So do we all have a feed to this drone, or is it just we all
if
do?
If he broadcasts it to you, then yes, you guys are all watching this in your HUDs.
Okay,
Alright,
so
if I
when that
walk-
happens, I'll make the slight statement of, see, this is why I'm a dog person.
I turned to Kale and I ask, "Hey, can you attach a boom boom onto that, and then we just fly back down?"
Do you
Or-
really want to strap a frag to it when we
or-
could strap like an EMP charge?
Or
Hold on, I've got an idea. We've got
Or-
the magnetic accelerator cannons.
JR, we want to have a place to like have the dropship come in and pick us up, not just like a crater. And I mean, I get how you're a little salty about how Murder Barbie treated you initially because you treated her badly, but that's not a way to go out.
No, we're just redecorating. It'll be okay.
or underslung grenade and airburst.
Oh wait, hold on. Is
I like all of these plans because it involves.
Do you guys
Thank you.
understand
Pinocchio
how
gets it.
how frag works? Please. No,
I
we
don't
don't want to
think
kill our guys.
So as you guys are
We
like,
have meds.
you guys are sitting there like throwing ideas back and forth to each other, and Mags is like, or, the drone starts flying up and returning to you.
By itself?
Yep.
That
I
makes me
calm to
uncomfortable. Shoot the drone.
So is that what you're doing? You're shooting the drone?
I would. So wait, who's controlling it? Is it Moray?
I believe it's Moray who is controlling it.
Yeah.
Moray, are you
Apparently.
flying that back to us?
I don't know. Am I flying it back? I don't recall saying I'm bringing it back.
You don't think it's you.
Cool. Shooting
No.
the drone.
All right. You got to get 15 or higher.
Out of how many? 4?
Well, you're all the way back there, aren't you?
But
By
I'm
the
betting good
console?
shots there.
I'm
Yeah, you're
all
all
the way
the
to the
Can
console
I
too.
can I assist spotting for him?
Oh my
Nope.
god, Echo.
Yeah,
I already
mute
turned him
yourself
down.
and mute yourself and roll 20.
All right. So go ahead, Archangel.
16.
All right. You hit it. 16. That's one level of success. You knock it down, and it kind of lands like right here. Excuse me, right here on the deck. The rain is kind of hitting it. You see it just, it's sputtering. You see the little whirly blade like spin a little and then stop, spin a little and stop. And then you see small little tendrils start unwrapping from the bottom of the drone.
Oh no! I know what that is. I
Shoot it
grab one of my
again.
EMP. I grab one of my EMP bangers and I chuck it right on there.
All right, so you're throwing it right here on the little drone.
Yeah.
A little bit farther back so that the radius doesn't hit the mechs.
All right,
Yeah.
the mechs are shielded. Your grenade isn't going to do a whole lot to a mech.
Okay, yeah, then I'll go ahead and throw it directly
Go
at.
ahead.
Let me see. That was 3D, right?
3D. Yep.
That would be 11.
All right, it's gonna defend. You throw the banger, the e-banger, and it as the thing hits, it scurries over to the mechs on the little tendrils, kind of like the little what do you call it, the little alien face hugger thingy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the impression you get as the thing starts moving over toward the mechs. The EMP goes off here in just about the radius of the widest part of the yellow circle, and then Let me put that up on screen so that our audience and those who are not plugged in can see. You can it basically hits over here and gets the widest part of the circle in that. The little guy gets in between the two mechs. You see the two mechs kind of like they swivel and start tracking it as it's running. It's moving pretty quick.
I shoot it. I shoot the fucking thing.
You can't really get it from your position. Oh no, yeah, you can because you're right here. That's Hammerhead. I'm thinking. Yeah, you're right there. So you're gonna level a shot at it.
Yeah. I don't like it when things scurry at me. That's disgusting.
And it's scurrying pretty fit. It looked like somebody stuffed an octopus into this thing, and that didn't fit. And
our little drone buddies all grown
and it's
up.
making like wet slapping noises as it's running between you, and kind of
No,
has that like.
I don't like
Martian
slapping
run thing.
noises.
Yeah,
All right,
that's it.
so-
That's the one. Oh my god, you almost killed Archangel.
So
Just
because
take a
I'm
drink.
using,
I win.
I need a soundbite. Just
We will get one later. Oh, I will get one for you later.
because I'm defending, I can use because I'm using my
You're offending.
precision.
You're shooting.
you're
Yeah.
offending.
I can keep 4, right?
Are you using your precision long range?
Yeah.
And do you have that new advantage?
Yeah, the lethality.
Yep, go for it.
All right, so 15.
All right. It's going to defend.
Oh my fucking god.
So you're just like, kill it with fire, and you bring it up.
Yeah.
You know, all of the your HUD explodes in a wash of like targeting data and stuff like that. You know, you have that one thing that zooms in the reticle, and then when the reticle caps touch each other, it a big circling like a almost like a ticker tape starts running around the thing that says fuck no, like all the way around. You pull the trigger, it displaces the rainwater all the way around you, forcing you to take a step back. You leave a gaping hole in the concrete, or the duracrete rather, and this thing just keeps moving.
I've got a plan.
After it dodges that, I say, shoot the fucking thing.
All right, I'm
We
gonna
all
holler.
open
I
up
got
on it.
this.
I have an ion cannon. That might work.
All right, so who's shooting next?
Yeah.
I was gonna charge it and soccer kick it with my 6D
What is with
athleticism.
JR and his?
I'm gonna shoot it with an ion
All
blast.
right, so
Wow,
Hammerhead.
JR.
Wait a minute.
Charging
I want to see Hammerhead do this.
Okay, let's watch you get infected. Go for it, Jr.
All right, I'm gonna
let's
charge
watch you
it
get
with my
infected.
athleticism. What do I got to get?
You're
JR.
gonna get a 15 or higher.
All right, I got a 16.
All right, let's see what it defends.
Take that, soccer.
You kick it. It's like it sounds like kicking a bag of like chicken meat.
like wet meat.
Just like wet meat. It's like, yep, exactly. And when you do that, you know, you're expecting to, you're expecting to see this thing like, wah, like launch off of the ramp and into the water, or at least past out into the rainwater again, past the mechs. But it wraps around your shin.
Yep. It was either going to be it wraps around your shin, or it was going to go flying and shoot a tendril out at the mech and grab onto it. So
it's on Hammerhead's shin right now.
shoot
This
it.
is why you should have let me use the mag cannon.
You wanted to kick it?
Do I get +3 to with my ion gun? Do I still get +3 since it's technically mechanical?
It's
Or would that be a no?
So what do you mean? Are you asking
In terms for being able to shoot it, yes.
a +3, or
Yeah,
are you
on
talking
my-
3D?
Well, it's I don't know. It's I have shooting. I have 3D and shooting, and then it says using the ion, it's +3 mech.
Yeah. So that's your threat bonus. So you have a threat bonus of 3 when you're working against mechanical things, which is
Okay,
really
so
good. Yeah.
so do I roll 3 and add 3 to it?
No.
Or is it roll 6?
I'll talk you through it. Don't worry.
But-
we
but-
have this.
Papa
But hold
Badger
on.
will guide you.
Because this thing is happening literally right in front of me, can I assist and be like, it's right here, shoot it at his leg?
So you're gonna hold JR's leg like a guitar?
Yeah,
So
sure.
that he can
Why not?
shoot it?
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Okay.
JR
Yeah.
Get an
screaming,
addition-
flailing
get an
around
additional
on the
die.
ground.
All right.
Oh,
so
no,
how many
brother.
dice are you rolling?
That's my question. Do I roll 6 or 7?
Well,
I
no,
think
no,
he's
no,
asking-
I don't know.
Your shooting is 3D, right?
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna roll 3D,
Okay.
right? And then you're going to tell me what you get.
12.
All right. Now you get because it's a mechanical construct, right? You get a threat. It has a threat bonus of 3 against mechs, right? So that means that for every die you roll, you add 3. So you're going to add 6 to that. So you get an 18.
Yeah.
All right. It cries in pain. This horrible screeching noise. It kind of like, like a cross between a cat and a bird, in how it calls out. It drops to the ground and starts flailing a little bit. Let's see. That's Quinn. Have you gone yet?
I have not.
What are you going to do? Anything?
Definitely don't nuke it.
Definitely.
I don't really. The only thing I could do is I have an an underslung anti-mechanical option, or anti-electrical option. But
Okay.
I don't really want to hit him with a 40mm EMP.
When you got
I'm
hammerhead.
sure it would do the job.
Up to you. What are you going to do? Anything or hold your action?
I'm just gonna hold my action till it jumps off or gets far
Am I
enough away where I can hit it with something.
Am I stuck in position, or can I move as this is happening?
I don't know. Does Gino let go of your leg?
Because I'm thinking about walking to the middle of the landing pad to keep it away from everybody.
You think it's going to come after you?
Well, it's attached to me, right?
No, they knocked it off.
Okay, I thought
We shot you with a taser, and it cried in pain.
Yeah, and because you have
did he-
pretty good armor, you were good.
Oh, okay.
So it what do you call it? It
So
makes go ahead.
is it well, I guess it depends on if it's dead or not, because I would be going next if it's not, right?
Yes, you would be going next.
Okay.
However, you have one more member of your team
Doug.
that decides to get in on the fun.
Doug.
He leaps,
Get him, Doug. Get him, Doug.
and then in mid leap,
Oh, no.
he abandons his guns, and then you see him raise his arm like he's going to do like a full on WWE wrestling smash to it, like a pile
Outstanding.
driver kind of deal.
Flying
He lands
elbow.
on it and impacts it to the ground. And then when he stands up, you can hear that like deep throaty like that gators make when they're when they're pissed. He stands up and hisses and turns around, and he's got the thing in his mouth.
Oh, Doug, no.
You
That's
see
not-
the
that's not
tendrils
viable.
whipping him. It's slapping him in the face. He's kind of got one eye closed, and he's like moving it around in his teeth. And there's a cracking noise as he sounds like he's starting to chew through the outer shell.
So gross, Doug.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Do we have mouthwash for Doug? Because that is just nasty.
What do you do?
Get a rolled up newspaper, smack him on the nose. No, drop it.
Get a spray bottle. Ah, leave it.
I don't think that would do much to a giant gator man.
I said leave it, and my dog looked up like, "What, man? I'm not doing anything.
I'm
What?
not doing anything. Yeah.
Sorry, buddy."
All
So
right,
is he just standing there crunching it? And
Yes,
does it
you
look
can
like
hear-
it's effective?
The thing is very unhappy about what it's doing, and it keeps like trying to slap him with the tendrils, and Doug just seems to be ignoring it.
I would like to. I mean, he's pretty far away from me, right? How far would you say that is?
So,
Um,
as a
pretty far.
visual aid to help me understand this, is this about what we're talking about? Like what? I'm just
yeah,
wondering.
but with the elbow.
With the elbow.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
So it'd be a people's elbow.
It's
really?
important
Yeah.
to figure these things out.
Yeah, where they
yeah.
where they get up on like the third rope, smack their elbow, and just leap.
Yes, that's what he
Hold up.
did. And when it was pinned to the floor, he scooped it up and then put it in his mouth. And now he's trying to chew on the outer casing.
He's gumming it.
So that's pretty far, yeah.
I turn to Doug and I say, that's a bio nanobot thing right now, and you probably shouldn't have it in your mouth. I don't think you have the immune system to deal with that.
I would like to jump pack to here, to right next to Doug, to get there as fast as I can with my quick pistol out.
What,
Okay.
you don't want to
I say, Doug, spit it out. Spit it out right now. Spit it out.
He looks kind of confused, and he says, "I'm not done."
Yeah, but I think you should be. Spit it out. I'm gonna shoot it. Then you can eat it.
He shrugs and he spits it right down at your feet.
Now I'm gonna shoot it with the quick pistol because it's
All right.
still squirming.
Give me a roll. Give me some dice.
Yeah, let me drop one of them. Why don't I?
We'll shout encouragement at him.
And that's a 40. So I roll 3, and since it's a 40 quick pistol,
Roll 4, keep 3.
okay, then that is 18
Oof.
because that was
That's nice.
effing perfect, and I'm okay with it.
It it does one of those like, oh, what a world. As you blow through the outer casing, it shrivels up and you see like the little tentacles kind of like going burnt spider on it.
Nice.
And
So-
Doug puts his hand on your shoulder and looks down at it, and you can see his nose crinkling. He goes, "Smells bad. Thanks, bro."
No problem, buddy. And I just pat him on his gigantic shoulder that I'm assuming is way the F up here.
Pretty much.
Go
ahead, Gino.
The video from the drone is in our net, right? Like we have copies of it.
Mhm.
So I turn to Mags and I say, "Do me a favor, watch the door and keep an eye on where that thing may come up from." And I turn to Hammerhead and I say, "Make sure the mechs are defending and keeping an eye out this time. I'm gonna go send a signal, so we can get some updates to Scrapper." So then I'll walk my happy little ass up past the mechs, assuming that nothing's on the platform, right? It's still under
Nope,
there.
platform's clear.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen that big creature come out yet.
So I'll go ahead and send up a link to Scrapper and give him a mission update.
And while he's doing that, I look at Moray and say, "Hey, get another drone out there to keep eyes on the cat dog robot creature thing, and just make sure you keep it like really far away."
I think that was our last one.
And I'm gonna ready
Cool.
my magnetic accelerator cannon. That's the shoulder fired one,
Mhm.
just in case Cat Dog comes to play.
Okay. So you're pulling Overwatch on Gino.
Correct.
All right.
What
Go ahead, Kale.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
As
No,
this
you
is
go
going
first.
on, yes. Oh my god. As this is going on, as everyone's taking up positions, I'm just gonna look up on the walls and what vents are there, because I've seen these I've seen these horror flicks. No,
Oh.
I will not be pulled through a vent.
Yeah, you got some air vents along the walls here and there.
I'm a
Rig
kid.
'em with
Don't
mine.
forget-
Yeah, you got some
Hey,
air vents.
Don't forget that
you know?
other
Breathe.
door with the command control center has a giant hole in the ceiling that has something up there that ate our other drone. Remember that.
It also has a claymore
yeah.
at it, so I'm not too
Also
worried
has a
about it.
claymore.
Well, it also has two
wait.
glass
Did
doors
you actually
blocking
get-
its way.
If I recall, did you actually get all the way over there? Because I thought you got sidetracked on your way to
I
go
don't
plant the
think
claymore.
he ever got the claymore over there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I need to do that.
Walt is just sitting there
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
darn, he
2 plus 2
remembers.
is boom. 2 plus 2 is boom. I'm just gonna keep telling myself that as I go put a claymore on it.
All right, so you're gonna go down there alone?
Dude,
Oh.
no, wait. Do you want to wait, Kale? Do you want a repeat of last night's? Like, can
No!
somebody come with me?
No, I do not
Somebody
want that.
Somebody come with me.
I'll go with him.
I don't do ghosts and Nazi cat-looking things. Okay, this is not
So-
a good day for
so-
me.
Just so you guys kind of get it, me, Bubba, and Kale played Phasmophobia for like 3 hours last night.
I do not know what this is. Tell me.
Ghost hunting game.
It's a ghost hunting game where the ghosts exist and kill you, like straight up.
I have it recorded all.
It's terrifying.
It is not okay. It is not okay.
Is that one of those games where you have a flashlight and not much else?
Dude,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
you have
Yes.
like a flashlight, you can put salt down, you carry a crucifix that breaks when a ghost gets near it. It's awful.
And if you're
It's
being hunted by one, you'll die.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
would love to play that.
Dude, it's so good.
I would love to play that. If only I had the time.
Next time we play it, I'm gonna be trying it in VR, which is gonna
Oh, God.
be even worse.
Man found dead when he stabbed himself with flashlight. All on VR. Next at 11. So, all right. So you're, Moray, you're going. Quinn, you're going down there with. Who are you going down there with?
I'll do
Is
it.
he
I'm
going
there
to
already.
he's going to the door over here, right?
So
Yeah.
you and Moray are going down.
Yes. And
All right.
the whole
So
time,
sure.
it's not low ready. No. Things have escalated.
I'm gonna
Things have
send
Shaking
them,
the whole
escalated.
time. Just
I'm gonna send them a private message and reiterate my concern that maybe they should prep their accelerator cannons themselves, just in case.
Before you enter the door, Doug walks over and he's got like a Doug-sized cell phone, and he like
Dog-sized cell phone.
he's like playing with
Cell
something on the
phone.
screen, and he turns the screen to face you, and it's the latest greatest horror movie that is kind of playing on all the hollows, and you see some dude like, no, it's totally fine, and then something like reaches through a window and grabs him and pulls him through the window, and he says, "Don't be this guy."
I'm just gonna look at Doug and be like, "Why would you show me this?"
Can we get Doug like an official like Legion crest or a plaque or something? Because he's the greatest character I've ever seen in my life. Like,
All right,
send
so
the
man,
dude,
Larry
send
and
the
Terry
dude
are
a
pretty
Reaper
awesome.
tab. Send the dude a Reaper tab. All right, something.
all right, so you get into this little room, and then you're going to climb up in the command console.
No. No.
Stick your head in the
kidding me?
Not
vent.
on your life.
I've seen that movie. No. I believe his name was
No, no.
Dallas.
This is
So what are you doing?
little metagame. This is the future, and I'm assuming that explosive stuff can like connect magnetically to the wall. So I'm just gonna put it up as close as I feel safe with
Just-
the claymore, and just like magnetically lock it there and be like, "Yep, calling it good."
Just toss it. Yeet.
Hopefully,
I
it
think
lands
Walt
on
is just.
All right, let's go.
I think Walt is just coming up with new T-shirts every play session, and that's where we're at.
You know, if I was a smarter man, I would be producing these T-shirts. All right, so you guys affix the claymore into the room, and you set it for a sensor det or a tripwire det.
Censored it.
Well, I mean
I would
that's up
say
to
laser
Kale because
tripwire.
he's the one over there.
I would say laser tripwire.
Yeah. The benefit is if this thing is smart, it can just like wave a non-used tentacle and set it off, and it's home free. But
Could be
on
a
the
delayed
tripwire, it
reaction.
actually has to hit the tripwire. So
But it can go around the tripwire because you just put it up there haphazardly.
yeah, I think the sensor is the best way to go, because even if he's super smart, I'll still hear it and nope.
And then we just
nope on out of
plan
it.
not to go into that room anymore, right?
You're gonna
Yeah,
lock
that's
down
fine.
that command console.
Drop a depth brick in
Oh, yeah.
between the two blast doors.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys run back to the main hangar where everybody is.
Yes, I'm gonna cower back in my
Mhm.
corner again.
Yeah, I'm also
Alright.
doing the same.
So when you get back there, what's that?
Everyone else has disappeared. Now it's just us. Hooray!
When you get back there, Moray, you start getting kind of like a what's that?
The heebie-jeebies.
No, you kind of get a
Already have them.
almost like a signal from coming off of some of these command consoles. Like somebody is trying to communicate with you, but they're not able to break through your encryption.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Do I give them a dial tone or I keep going?
Dial tone or keep going.
Hit him with
so
that
what are you
bitch
doing?
button.
I guess I'm trying to think. Oh God, my brain is not working on words.
You got it.
Wow, he figures that out.
I'll cordon off
did I ever?
a channel and set up a different communications just in case they're trying to hack into all of our shit, just like you said.
All right, so you're gonna put up like
Partition.
a virtual box.
Like a
Yeah.
partition.
Yep.
Yes,
All right.
partition. That was the word. Thank you.
Got you, homie.
Some slicer.
I didn't say I was good.
When you bring up the feed, it's like a holographic representation of a man in a suit. Oh, Sanoken, we've been trying to contact you about
God damn
that
it.
is awesome, dude.
I don't even own a hover sled. Leave me alone.
It's a holographic representation of a man in a suit, and he says, "Who may I have the pleasure of speaking to?"
What?
1 second. Gino, get over here.
Before that, did I get in contact with Scrapper and give him a full update, or
Yeah.
was I able to get?
Yeah, he's vastly concerned, but he is also concerned about sending down more troops to possibly get thunder humped by this thing just yet.
So Scrapper's like, boy, it sounds like it sucks down there. Good luck with that shit.
He
Guys,
said,
if you
but,
survive
worried
this, there's a
about
dinner
you.
for you.
but the
Starts
thing,
writing life insurance plans.
the thing that he says is, make sure that this is nothing that can be contagious and brought back to the ship. He goes,
Understood.
once you have that situated, let me know, and I'll send down a QRF on the quick.
I sneeze over
understood.
the open
Am I still getting vital signs off of those guys, or are they pretty much bleh?
On the guys underneath the dock.
Yeah.
Well, that was their personal data transmitters. So you're not really getting a lot of like vital information. They have very weak heartbeats, but that's pretty much all that you're getting.
IFF tags, nothing else.
Well, no, he said that we're getting weak heartbeats. So
Yeah, you have the heartbeats are slow but steady.
All right. I asked Scrapper what if there's anything that he wants us to try to do with them, or just like, acceptable losses kind of thing.
He says, "Well, you got an entire lab." He's like, and your slicer can pretty much spiral network tube that any kind of like lab equipment he needs to figure out how to work. See if you can get a sample off of this thing and see if it's not infectious. If it's not infectious, we'll come down.
All right. So I holler back to the guys. I say, so we want to leave the door open or closed?
Closed.
Okay, one is all I needed. I tell Hanley pull the mechs back, and then we shut
Close
the door,
the door.
and I start making my way downtown to Moray.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Okay. So yeah, you
Please
guys
don't be
shut the
alone,
shield
Robert.
doors. The
Shut the blast doors.
and the Moray, you're getting this alternate frequency. There's a guy, like I said, he's in a 3-piece suit. He asks, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to today?
Gino, get over here.
Help.
I asked, what is it?
We got a phone call for you.
I sigh, pick up the comm link. Greetings. This is Gino. How can I help you?
Hello.
Gino, do you have any sort of identification as to why you're in this facility?
I flash him. Is this video or just call?
It's both.
Okay, so I flash him our mercenary outfit tag thing.
So you were sent here on behalf of the Republic. Very, very good. My name is Reginald. I am the scientific artificial construct for this facility, and it is my pleasure to meet you. Unfortunately, most of our technicians are otherwise engaged by entities unknown, and they have been, what's that word that all the rage authors are all about these days? Absconded. They've been absconded.
Okay, Reginald, my question is, do you have any information on what's been attacking your technicians? And also, have they been in similar states as to, and I send them the hollow of the guys that are, hanging like coconuts under our platform out there?
He says, that is most disconcerting. I certainly hope that doesn't happen to any of you. He says, I am not sure. When they brought in the other specimens, I was placed into a partition and not allowed to participate in any of the open research that the facility was doing. It was most alarming. I'm included in everything. And right now, the thing that... And he starts going on and on and on.
I
Also,
say,
Reginald, not to bother you
let's
further.
circle back. So you're secure in your partition, right?
I was secured in my partition, and then recently the partition was lifted, allowing me back entrance back into the system. It was like a breath of fresh air. Had I
Okay,
ever
yeah,
known
good.
what
That's good to hear. That's good to hear, Reginald. So if you could give us all the sensor data and start piping that over to my good slicer buddy here, Moray, then we can see about maybe clearing out your area and getting your technicians back to doing what they should do, so that you can do what you do best.
I see. I'm not sure if any of that footage is going to be as useful to you as you would expect. It just seems to be a lot of like shaky cam and screaming.
Oh, okay. So it's one of those kind of things.
Yeah, none of them were
One-footed
considered to have a
horror.
tripod.
What areas are the shaky cam and screaming, or is it just like everywhere? And we should probably get ready for a fight, kind of thing.
I don't think ready for a fight. It seems like, and it pops up a holographic representation of the facility, and then it all of the areas are green, and it says initially we had our biggest problem right here, and then it shows the area just beside where you guys had just planted the landmine. So he said that the biggest problem was right here where you guys found all those like broken specimen things.
I was standing right there.
He says, according to some of the sensor data, there was a power spike or a fluctuation or something to that effect. I'm still piecing the data together. When after the fluctuation happened, PDTs started going on and offline very, very quickly. Initially, they had brought in 5 containers containing the specimen, and after which I had motion and sensor tracker data that saw only 2 active. One seems to have left the facility. The other one is roaming around somewhere, although my sensors and motion trackers aren't able to pick it up just yet.
All right, so I turn to Maury and I say, "Can you link up with this AI? It's the main AI of the facility, and try to pull any of the useful sensor data off of it and get it programmed so that, or get it working with us so that we can actually have better intel and know where we might need to." Watch the ceilings and the ceiling vents, because I know Kale, or I know Quinn, he's very skittish around these types of things, and I like to keep our boom boom man safe, and I also want Doug to not be eating things again quite yet.
Spit it out.
I'm going to send a text over the comm to him and say, I'm going to keep him localized to my suit and not anyone else, just in case something goes wrong.
Sounds good.
He also displays the rest of the facility to you so that you can see everything on that side. And he marks up what they're what you're kind of seeing. These look like hazardous containment units here.
Can you update the map as well on our side?
Oh yeah, I'll put it over so you can see it. We'll go whoop, just like so. All right.
That's a weird street chase.
Yeah, don't get weird. Right. Yeah, don't worry about the street chase just yet. All right. So you have a hazardous containment area here. This looks like a loading zone. And here is what's labeled as functional testing.
Is there doors here and here? I'm guessing.
Yep.
What are these? I'm clicking on the wrong screen. What are these rooms?
Specimen storage.
Gross.
I asked Reginald. Reginald, good chap. What kind of specimens were stored in these areas?
Well, initially we didn't have anything, and we were just going to be testing out the new XVR Shadow Chaser mechs. But they were put into quarantine when the new specimens came in. So that's they remain over there.
So there are XVR Shadow Chaser mechs in this facility that are currently down and just ready to go.
Well, I have a question. Can you please show us an image of the Shadow Chaser mechs?
Putting a lot of pressure on Walt right now.
What was that?
Putting a lot of pressure on Walt right now.
Weapons breakdown, mechanical components, all that
I want
stuff.
I want a full diagnostic blueprint.
Yeah,
that was
If
been
you
drawn in
wouldn't
CAD.
mind, I want the full engineer blueprint so that I can
It's
replicate.
not too much trouble.
I have a suspicion, and I kind of want to make
We hate to be a pain.
sure it's not that thing.
So he tells you that it is it's a VR mech.
Ooh, gimme.
The thing about the XVR is that it's more of a drone than a mech. So it's like a picture like a Terminator robot that you upload your consciousness into.
Okay, so good. It's good
I mean,
news. That
I'm
helps
sorry,
me a
what?
lot. It's telling me that it's not a quadruped kind of mech, cat dog thing that has been repurposed by another thing. That's all I wanted to verify. So I asked Reginald if we can make use of those. There we go. Ooh, that's see, look at that. I didn't even need to.
That face looks suspiciously similar to something.
So he says, yes, they're more drone than mech or robot. You upload your consciousness into it, and then you pilot the mech. The only thing is, we need someplace to put your body. And right now, the stasis beds were put up because we were dealing with this other specimen sent in by Republic Intelligence.
Okay, can we drop one of the stasis beds, and where would they be located?
They're in the same. They're in the same holding cell that the mechs are in. You just have to pull it out and set it up someplace where there's power, computer access, that sort of thing.
All right. Can we get that
question.
set up and functional?
You would have to do it, sir. I am just an artificial construct confined to the system.
I
Yeah,
have
I
a
understand
question for Mr. Reginald.
Mhm.
Is there any way that you can give us a life sign reading on the entire facility?
Yes. Are you talking about people and their personal data transmitters?
Is that all you can read, or can you do a general scan? Any thermal oddities or any odd electromagnetic readings coming from the facility?
Now that you say so, I thought it very odd that I was confined to a partition and nobody was going to let me out, and I was getting bored playing solitaire, even though I am quite the player. He
How many times
says,
did you lose?
please don't hurt my feelings. And then he starts highlighting this area here. He says, the release signal that knocked down the partition and let me go came from this area.
Okay. Follow-up question. Gino, do you think it would be a good idea? I mean, I know that the critter under the landing pad is looks to be either full mechanical or biomechanical. Do we want to see if we can do a facility purge, like an Atmo purge, have it sealed, go to vacuum for 90 seconds or whatever, and then repressurize and go in and see if any life signs were killed that are unfriendlies or potential unfriendlies?
I like the idea. So I'll ask
if
Reginald.
if he can give us confirmation that there's no faculty in one of those cocoons in there. Yeah, longer than 90 seconds. Sorry, whatever it takes to murder something in vacuum. Anyway.
Yeah. So my question is to Reginald is, sans the room right here where you got the signal, is there, and additionally, is there a terminal in that room that we can connect to?
Oh, of course. All those rooms have terminals.
So before we go.
Good,
Before we go in, we should ask if, in addition to life sensors, if there are any chemical oddities and trace elements, hormones, etc., that might be in the air that would affect, because
any seabird.
Taste your hormones.
There it is.
He says, I have motion trackers and I have the links to the personal data trackers that all of the personnel on station are supposed to be wearing per their legally signed and binding contract.
So that's a no. Okay.
All right. So my question is in the room with the terminal are we getting any contact back from anybody in there?
I've tried several times to make contact with whoever sent that signal, but they're not reaching for anything, and I'm not getting a personal data bounce from that room. So either they're not wearing them, they're shut off, or whoever sent the signal is not there anymore via either physically or existentially.
Because of course there's
Reginald,
no live cameras in there.
Yeah, Reginald, I'm going to go ahead and ping our holo map right here. Are all these areas clear of personnel?
Oh yes, there's nobody moving around those areas.
Okay.
Sweet.
So except for this one room, can you section off each room and then run up the temperature for about a minute and a half to 2 minutes and just kind of do a purge of the facility.
You want me to raise the temperature in just that room?
No, not that room. Every room but this room. And ours.
How high would you like the temperature? Right now, it's at a cool and calm 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And unfortunately, my centigrade is broken because Republic cutbacks.
Well,
Give us 350 Fahrenheit.
No. 350 is too low.
How high can you go, Reginald?
He goes, per safety protocols for the Republic of Aligned Worlds, I can go as high as 91 degrees Fahrenheit.
Cool. How about not per Republic safety protocols?
He
How
says,
about-
I can do a lab
containment
purge.
protocol.
Yes, I would like a
Hypothetically.
lab purge of all the areas that are not currently populated by us and any
Well,
personnel, and
it's
then
gonna
also this room specifically.
It's gonna freaking stink like ozone the whole time we're in there, isn't it? God dang it! All right.
Well, you guys are wearing enclosed armor. So
we
you don't
have
to worry about that.
buckets.
So he recommends that you stay on the platform that you're on and don't enter the lower facility until he's done
obviously.
doing what he's doing.
Speaking of
and
lower facility, what does the
asked-
ramp do?
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that again?
Where he's asking, where does the ramp go in
The
our
ramp
area?
in the middle of the landing bay.
You talking about?
Yeah.
You talking about
Yeah.
right here?
No,
No,
you said
the,
in the center of that.
Yeah,
In
you
the
said
center
there's
of the
a
floor. There was like hinge points.
No.
Back down.
If you change the map, I'll click it.
main facility. Yeah.
Roop. Just like that. All right, good.
Yes, you
Yeah,
said
there's
said
right
there was
in.
a
around
ramp.
here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, where does
Where
that go,
that
Reginald?
lead?
Yeah, that's what do you call it? It's like a big what do you call it? Kind of like the elevator lifts that planes go on and off of. That goes down.
All right. Reginald, does the lab purge also clear the vents?
Oh, of course.
And I turned to Kale. Hey, or I turned to Quinn. Does the Claymore go boom boom when it hits a high temperature, or is it just like regular?
God, I hope so.
I mean, there's the possibility of it, but you get anything hot enough and it could combust. It's like
Okay.
it's not designed that way, but that doesn't mean it won't go that way.
It may be more of a slow burn than an explosive detonation, considering the like whenever you can melt C4, but it takes an electric charge to detonate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
because
right,
munitions they're under very specific requirements to go boom. So
So
just
I'll
extreme
put-
heat shouldn't do it.
I'll turn
might
to the
melt
team.
it.
I'll say, do we want to? I'm not a fan of this one, but do we want to split up and leave some people up here, and send a crew down to go inspect that nice little room that happened to unlock our good buddy Reginald, or do we want to just go as a group?
I say we go as a group.
Okay.
Numbers.
JR, can you slave one of the big mechs to Moray so that he can operate that while you operate the other one, and are watching our back as we walk on down after the purge is done?
Done. Do I need to roll anything?
The mechs aren't going to be able to fit down into that area.
Oh, I know. I'm saying that the mechs are going to stay up in the room that we are in currently, and just kind of cover our back and make sure that room is secure.
But two people watching two sensor feeds is a lot better. Less chance of something
Then-
getting missed.
Than just JR trying to do the lizard eye thing where he's just like, oh, that's right, I have a gun that I need to shoot.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Do I need to roll anything to make that happen?
No, you can slave them. You're not under stress, and nobody's
The
shooting.
fact
at
that
you.
he thought he had control of him to begin with. Ha!
Oh, I do.
Moray
I
was
do.
only
I-
letting him think he had no roll.
I come over to Reginald and I say, all right, how's the purge looking?
He says all areas have been purged per Republic safety protocols of outbreaks, lab protocol breaches, and the occasional actress getting into somewhere she's not supposed to be.
What's the
So, Reginald,
temperature
have you-
rating on that?
Okay.
Hold on. Reginald, have you ever wanted a body? Because that mech could work, give you legs.
I
Oh
don't think
my
that would be a
God.
good idea.
Let's not.
No,
let's
JR,
not give
we're
him
not-
You
the
want sidebar? That's how you get sidebar.
I pull Hammerhead aside and I say, "Do you remember that old Hollow series? I think it was Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger."
I was thinking
No,
more of that
the
old
one-
Hollow series called Virus.
Oh yeah, that one too.
You guys watch
But-
too many hollows. Hit the gym. Oh yeah.
So I say, no, you're controlling one of these mechs, and Maury's controlling the other one. All right.
No, I
so,
want the new mech. I want to control the new mech when we get there.
Uh,
We should
yeah,
give
yeah, yeah,
Reginald
yeah.
the new mech. He's friendly. We want to take him with us.
All right. So, Quinn and Hammerhead, can you guys cover the rear while I, Maury, and Mags go up towards the front, and we're going to head down to this toasty little room that is not toasty like this room right here.
What did Reginald say back when I asked him what temperature that lab purge got up to?
Oh, the lab purge was easily 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Neat.
He goes, and we have used concentrated vacuum and pushing the vacuum from room to room to cool back down to a balmy 104 degrees. It should sink back down to our preferred 68 degrees shortly. I just don't know how long that will take.
All right. I turn to Doug and I say, keep an eye on our back as well. And then I'll turn to Mags and say, you ready to pop that door? We'll see what's inside.
Let's do it. Well, we've already
Alright,
been in
so-
there in the first doors. Oh, we're already there. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let's do
move
it.
I'm gonna move up the door, and we're gonna do the normal breach and clear kind of thing. I'll pop the door, and
So-
then Mags will
So we're not
be ready in
using-
case.
We're not using the angry silly putty method. We're just getting in there.
Let's try opening the door first, like turning the knob, and then see what happens.
So
as opposed to just
it's a
blowing
pressure-
up the.
It's a pressure plate, so you touch the plate and the door opens.
Yeah.
Right? And when you touch the plate, it's like a double sealed door. So the first door opens. There's a very, very short hallway, maybe 5-10 feet. And you walk in. You walk into the hallway, and then there's another pressure plate, and you press that one to open it.
Mhm.
All right. So you got that kind of like mechanical that robot mech that Reginald showed you, and it raises both arms, and one of the arms has a blade that folds out in between its knuckles. The other arm, the hand retracts and then reforms into like a blaster, and it says, "State your intentions."
Hi, how are you?
We're here to help you retake this facility from the outbreak that has occurred in this area.
You see the mech withdraw its arms in the weirdest, most unexpected way you've ever seen a mech do something like that. Its weapon arms retract and almost become like a clutching my pearls moment. And the voice changes from this very hard, deep, like robot Ed 209 voice to
Here
a
we
woman's
go.
voice.
Here
Oh
we
my
go.
god, I was so scared. I can't believe you guys are here. Oh my god. The mech retracts into normal hands and like hugs your armor. I was so scared, you guys. It was so creepy. Oh my god.
All right. I understand. Where are you at? Because I know this is a VR mech, and you have to be somewhere.
The mech makes a thing of like wiping what would be its nose and points back toward the toward the rest of the room. You can see there's another mech on what is probably either a power or holding station right here. The beds are kind of like the meta beds are folded up on their blocks, but it looks like one of them's been taken apart. and rigged to a woman that is laying beside the empty station.
I turn to Mags and I say, "Keep Hammerhead away from this one, please."
All I'm saying is Reggie needs a body, and these belong to our guild.
We're not putting the AI in a mech.
I sprint forward and dive into the empty bed.
I trip him and I say, "No, not yet."
How's this thing work?
The bed is closed.
I will roll to trip you. I swear to God, I have the capability.
There's another technician
What's your
that's sitting in there and was kind of monitoring things, and he's got a blaster pistol, and he's like holding it so that you can hear it
rattling.
You can hear something rattling, and kind of like when you know, like those guys who are in the room, you all kind of like tilt your head off to the side just all at once and notice that the magazine isn't slapped all the way into the magazine housing. So it's like rattling.
Do I trip Max?
Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy.
What is your? Do you have athleticism?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, roll your athleticism.
What's your athleticism?
That would be a 10.
All right, Mags. Do you have athleticism?
I sure do.
Go ahead and roll your athleticism.
Come on. 14.
So he jumps over your leg, and what do you do when you see the tech with the shaking pistol?
I'm assuming, since I'm very wise about weaponry, I noticed that I'm basically good. Hey, buddy, help me out. Let's boot this sucker up. Get me in it.
I turn to technician. Can the other XVR mech be piloted, and can you monitor both of the people using them?
I
walk over. I grab the non-loaded blaster pistol out of his hand. I say, "You don't even have the magazine or the charge pack in." But
I'd been practicing.
So
yeah,
good job. But now you can do a good job by hooking me up to one of these some bitches. Let's
do
it.
On the mech that is up and active, she says, "So my name is Haley, and I'm one of the techs here, and I do a lot of cool stuff here. So I'm going to be the one to hook you up if anybody's hooking you up. Okay,
Haley.
Okay,
I would be more than happy to have you hook me up. Let's do this thing."
She goes, "But first, wait. First, who am I hooking to what? And like who the hell are you people?"
Me to Mac.
All right, I flash our. Yeah, I flash our mercenary band thing and say we're contracted by Republic to come help you guys retake your facility. Please get Mags here, and I gesture to Mags like this fine gentleman into one of the mechs so he can assist.
And I'm like bouncing on the balls of my feet, like, come on.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Calm down.
She says, "Okay, so that's Martin, and he's petrified." And you hear, "I am not." So as she's continuing to talk, she says, "First of all, it was the Republic and it's really weird to hear this coming out of this mech, because this mech looks like it's optimized for
killing.
Yeah, and it's you're basically talking to an unskinned Terminator, and it's just like, hello." So the what do you call it? Did I throw you guys off?
Hi, boys.
So she's just like, so like the Republic sent you in here, but they're also the ones who sent in those things that they wanted us to evaluate against these mechs. And like, before we could even do that, before we can even hook the mechs up and like hook people to them and, basically do all the hooking, she's like, those things went like crazy and started like ripping up the facility. They were grabbing people and pulling them into walls. And we managed to activate the 3 fail safes on 3 of the specimens, those things died, and we couldn't even get those things like back into a container so we could figure out how to stop these things, because the second they went down, their little like and it's
Wait,
once again you got what's
Haley.
How many specimens were there?
that? There were 5.
Haley, do
And
one
she-
of
they
I
the
was talking
Hey,
to Robo Chick.
do one of the specimens look like a cat dog robot creature with a machine gun on its back?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We know where one is, and we're gonna go.
Kill it.
No, shut the hell up. No, we're gonna go subdue it, and we will get it into a containment unit for you.
She
That's
says,
what
no,
that means.
no.
Unless you want us to kill it, then we'll blow it the hell up.
Oh yeah, I want you to kill it.
Oh, sweet. Hook me up.
She's like, she's like Nancy from accounting. Like I was talking to her about that new cute like security dude that has just been like basically making the rounds, if you know what I mean. And like,
I say, Haley, let's focus on killing the
got my head.
subject first, and then we can chat later.
well, that's what I mean.
What is your position here?
She's like, I am a senior lab technician and the head of systems evaluation for this facility.
Awesome.
All right, is given you're a senior technician, you have the specs on those specimens that came in, right?
That was what was weird. My boss, the VIP that kind of runs this place, didn't give us any technical specs because they wanted a cold evaluation against the new XVRs.
Who is
Okay.
your
Oh.
boss?
Now,
Like a fight
Now-
test.
Now, the only question I have is your boss still alive? And if not, where would he be located?
Oh no, he's probably like mech monster poo right now because like I was saying earlier, I was talking to Nancy about the cute dude, and right as that was about to get really good, that monster thing came out of an air vent and just like removed her head from the rest of her.
Did it look cool?
Oh,
No, I was
Oh.
covered in like look at me, and she points down to the body that is hooked into the XVR, and the you can see her lab gear is like covered in what looks like dried gore.
Oop, gotcha.
I'm gonna pull Martin to the side and be like, "Hey, is there an emergency purge of getting her out of that body?"
Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend
the button.
it. No,
Why
no,
not?
no, you don't
No,
want
no,
to do
no,
that, bro.
Why
no,
not?
no.
Why not? Why
If-
would we not want to do that?
Okay,
Why do you want
so
her out of it?
I look over at Moray. I'm like, bro.
She's the
don't-
senior technician.
I pulled
She would
him
know
to
how
the side. I pulled him to the side. I'm
so-
having a private conversation, you jacks.
We have comms, you idiot.
So
Yeah.
so he says, look, I can't really. You guys are really scary, and this is kind of hard to explain. So I'm just gonna do
Martin,
the
breathe.
15-second version. Lots of neural pathways have to go in certain directions and come out in certain directions to avoid massive brain damage. You do not want Haley to have massive brain damage. She's probably the only reason all of us are still alive.
Okay.
So I turn to Max and I say, or I turn to Haley and I say, all right. So given that we know the situation, can we put Mags here? Gesture to this fine gentleman, and I
It's
say,
shaking.
can we put him into one of the pods to run the mech and go potentially do a test for you to eliminate the specimen that is currently hanging with our fellow compatriots under the platform?
She says, I would love to. And the only reason I uploaded into this body was in case one of those things managed to break in here. But you should also know that the XVRs were slotted for determination as well. We don't exactly know what's going to happen if the drone gets destroyed. You might just wake up with no memory of being in the drone, or you might not wake up at all.
I'm rolling a 20.
All right.
High as I go in, low as I don't.
Mags, I turn to you and I say, You willing to accept that risk?
Well, I rolled an 18, so yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to do it.
Like,
I
I
was gonna say,
mean,
shoot the technician's bot and see what happened.
Or, hear me out, guys, Reggie.
no.
No, stop trying
not-
to make murderous AI bot. No.
So she says, okay, let's do this the right way. Let's pull these mechs out of the storage compartment, get them set up the right way. We can close off the hazmat bay so nothing gets in or out of there, and put your 2 operators in there, and then they can go in the mechs. Does that sound fair?
Are you ready to do this, Kale?
We're doing 2? Oh my god, yes!
Kale's my boy. We're doing this.
The what do you call it? You guys kind of feel like pushed over to the side, and Doug sticks his head out and he says, "Doug wants mech body too." And that's where we'll leave our when we come back for next session for the Galaxy's Edge podcast operation.
Super Robot Doug. Yes.
So yeah, Super Robot Doug is interested as well. And then we'll be back next time where we're going to be playing hopefully the closing session of this particular iterance of Operation Loki, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.